on the Chag, the person that wants to turn on the oven, you can't leave the oven the whole Yom Tov on because it's very, very hot. It's going to be hot Chag. You can't just leave it on unless you have a pumping air condition. So during the day, can you ask a goy to turn it on? Can you turn it on? You're not allowed to turn on unless there's a flame over there, because on Yom Tov you're not allowed to turn on fire. And if there is a flame, then you're allowed to use that flame to turn on the stove, to turn on the oven. Otherwise, it's not permitted. But even though it's not permitted, you are allowed to ask a goy to turn it on for you. Why is that? Because of two reasons. First of all, the issue of turning on an oven or fire generally, whether it's a barbecue, grill, or whatever it is a isur derabanan. What's the isur? The isur is that it looks like a melacha. It looks like you're doing a melacha. This is how Rashi says. This is how the mefarshim explain la halacha. Except the Taz that holds it's a isur deraita. Everybody else holds it's a isur derabanan to turn on fire. So we're not allowed to do it isur derabanan, but you can ask a goy to do for you, because a goy is also asur to ask only midirabanan. So you have over here shvut de shvut. Although normally you need shvut de shvut b'makom mitzvah, b'makom tzorech gadol, makom hefsed, b'makom choli. Why over here it's permitted? Because the other heterim as well. In the previous generations, there were many poskim that held that one is allowed to use matches to turn on fire. Why? Because the match itself has within it stored a fire. This is how many of Dolei Israel hold. So although l'halacha we reject that, but it's mitztaref. You have over here other heterim as well. So therefore we use all that to ask a goy to turn on the fire, to turn on the oven, to turn on the stove. That would be permitted. Not so simple when we're talking about electric stove or electric oven, because electricity already, most poskim hold that on Shabbat and Yom Tov is not any different, is deoraita, because of the Chazon Ish idea of boneh, isur boneh. That was the Chazon Ish. Rav Eliashiv was osir, and the Shevet HaLevi was osir, and many others. Even Chacham Ovadia, it's brought down in the Elkut Yosef, that he held that electricity, meikar adin, is deoraita. In certain places there are heterim that we treated the Rabbanan, but you can't just ask a goy freely to do for you things like that. If it's the right, that there's no heter. So coming back to us, can you turn on an oven on Shabbat? No. Can you hire an oven if it's an electric oven or electric stove, like those glass stove? You're not allowed even to make those higher, even if it's on. Why? Electricity is every time you're touching it, you are igniting a new electricity and not just raising the flame, unlike a regular flame. So that is not allowed even to raise. But can you ask a goy to do that? We matir to do regular flame, even to turn on new, and also electricity. We use those that are mekel for that as well. This again, it's nogea very much also those people that want to do barbecue on Yom Tov, that you can ask a goy to turn on for you the barbecue grill. The problem is, once it's turned on, you can't ask him to turn it off. That's a problem, unless we're dealing with danger. If you feel that it's dangerous to have around the house a flame, you have kids running around, or you're afraid of different dangers, then if it's a valid danger and a valid fear, then you can ask a goy to do it for you, because then it becomes a shvut de shvut b'makom sakana. Shvut de shvut, because turning off the electricity is derabanan, and asking a goy to do it derabanan. But you can't just do two derabanans unless you have over here a real need and fear of fire, chas v'shalom, or something along those lines, is a real heter to be able to ask a goy. Chazak v'ruch.